What's going on, guys? Bassin' Up Moffat here, coming at you with a little baitcaster tutorial for this video. So I've had a couple people ask me to do a run around of how to use a baitcaster and how to set it up and all that. So first off, I got this baitcaster right here is a Daiwa Alexa. It's a 7-3-1. Got it paired up on an Enigma rod. Enigma medium heavy Phenom series. So the biggest thing with a baitcaster, there is your spool tension knob right here, which adjusts the tension on your spool. And then over here you got your braking system, and this is your adjustments for that. There's off, which would be free spool, all the way over here, and then there's 10, which would be max braking power. And you set that for when you're, especially when you're first beginning with a baitcaster, you set that to whatever lure you got on there, just so it falls really, really slow. So for me right now, just how that lure falls really slowly like that. Watch this. You adjust this little knob, the spool tension knob over here, and you want your lure to fall real nice and slow, just like that. That's how you know you got her set up perfect. And then you can just cast away. I'm going to show you a couple casting techniques now with a baitcaster. First, there's flipping, which you just take your lure, you open your bail just like this. You can take your lure and flip it forward. And to do flipping, you generally want a looser spool so your bait flies a little further. Like me, I'm not getting it quite as far as I need to right now because it's not quite loose enough. Uh-oh. Hook the camera. Hook the camera. Oh shit, I actually did hook the camera. Son of a having some technical difficulties. There we go. But that is one way. Then we got the roll cast. Except not exactly like that. That's good to do when you're on the water and you want to do a skip cast. That would have been fine, but we're in the grass. That's not exactly what you want to do. But it's just like that. Next, you got your overhead cast, which is generally what a lot of people will do to get it out there further and really whip it. Get a nice long distance cast out of there. That went pretty far. So I'm gonna also go over a couple of my new rods that I got and a couple of my rods, especially since I'm back on Enigma's Pro Staff. Good to be back. Love these rods. First time I fished them when I was down in Florida fishing Lake Okeechobee with my buddies. Actually bought it right before I went out on a guide trip and used it on that guide trip on Okeechobee, and I absolutely fell in love with their sensitivity. Just for that rod that I bought one of their cheapest rods. It was like a $99 rod, so you're looking at $100 for my rod there. And I absolutely loved it, and bought a couple of their other rods, their more expensive rods then, and just loved them and got on their Pro Staff back then. And got a couple of their new rods. This one is the Enigma Ipion series. This rod I am freaking fell in love with. I haven't caught a big fish on it yet, but I got to use it the other day a little bit, and it's so freaking sensitive. So sensitive. Every little thing on the bottom, I'm feeling it drag right across. And got it paired up with a Torch Series Enigma reel. It's a super high speed reel, 8:1:1, so really cranks that line up fast for you. And Enigma rods are also one of the only rods in the business to have a lifetime warranty for their rods that you can actually purchase, and that's pretty awesome. Not many companies do stuff like that, so it just shows you that they stand behind their stuff and that it's made to last and made to work. Then I got here Enigma Baitcaster combo. This is a Enigma Baitcaster telescopic fishing rod. Looks just like that. Folds all out. Pop that out. And then all the guides get slid right into place. Slide down. You just line them up, make sure they're lined up. And that's how she comes out. Awesome rod. I got this to do some like traveling stuff and just have in my car, make sure like if I'm ready to fish at any time. And I got to fish with this the other day, and I was super impressed with how sensitive it was for a telescopic rod. Most of these telescopic rods are super junky and not very good at feeling what you're using and feeling your bait and doing all that. But I was using this little drop shot with an 1/4 ounce weight, and I could feel everything I dragged across in like 30 foot of water, which was pretty impressive because usually fishing a 1/4 ounce weight in 30 foot of water, you can't feel crap for the most part. But this was awesome. I really loved it, and I'm happy with it. And this reel, this Enigma pesca reel, for a freaking spinning reel, this thing is super smooth, super light. This whole combo like hardly weighs anything. I love it so far. And last but not least, we got the Enigma Titanium Series Phenoms. Now this is the older Gen 1 series. I haven't got the new Gen 2 series. They're not a huge amount different, other than the newer ones look a lot more cooler. They have this awesome like green lightning look inlay into the handle, and they just look awesome for the new ones. The older ones have like a more of a foam handle and like a carbon fiber look to them, but they're awesome, super sensitive rods, and these are what I have a ton of, and I absolutely love them. Can't complain. All these rods I'm going to link in the description and have all the info for their website on there if y'all want to check them out or check out any of the reels or anything. That concludes the baitcast portion of this. I'm going to add in these next 2 fish that I only got to get out and fish like once this week, and we caught 2 fish within 1 hour being out there, and most of it was messing around with the boat and trying to get it off the trailer and getting it in the water and then getting to our fishing spot. I only got enough time to fish one spot. Pulled up, threw in a jig right away, slammed one first cast, then a couple casts later smacked one off a big white hog collar spinnerbait. I'm also going to link them in the description, both my baits and where to get them and how you can get them. I was fishing in about 30-40 foot of water in both spots. Hope you guys enjoy these 2 clips of these nice fish that I got out there this weekend. Yeah, she good now. She's just sticky. It could. Through this. Really? What happened to it? Oh yeah. Uh-huh. You know, it kind of helps if you plug the trolling motor in. A little bit. Yeah, it's got one. Over by the console on the other side. My water's in it though. You can just pop my water out of it. There's one. Ooh. What the did you do? I'm gonna get the fish on it. Holy crap, I didn't get my line off. One in the boat already, boys, and that's a little fatty. Off the old Outcast custom bait jig with a Rage Smoking Rooster. Look at that little fatty. Woo! Pop him in a live well. Tequila.
Tequila. That wasn't a tequila.
Good one. There's another good one. Got these two bad boys tonight. Fatties, little fatties. So guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked it and hope I was able to help you in any sort of way. If I did, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm trying to make it here. Any help would be appreciated. Stay tuned for more, guys, because we're going to keep coming at you.